Douda is doubling down in his investment with Emmett. Jamal is back looking for Lene and something else. And y'all, I don't know how well this partnership between Maisha and Gemma is actually going to work. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another The Shad video. And in this video, I am breaking down season 6, episode number 2. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my The Shad content and conversations. And if you're not new here, welcome back, boo. You know how we do. This is going to be a thorough, in-depth breakdown, and it's a lot happening in the Shad. So go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get to it. Before we jump into this video, I have to let you know that this video was created during the 2023 WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, the series being covered here wouldn't exist. Through the duration of these strikes, my company and I stand in solidarity with both unions and are refusing paid opportunities presented by struck companies such as the 8 major Hollywood studios. Content created on Erica Vane platforms are independent of any struck company and not created in promotion of said company. Articles, videos, and audio posts are created in critique of the media in support of the artists who created it. It is important that you, the audience, know that these strikes are a result of corporate greed. The writers and actors have been victimized by major studios for quite some time, and the time is now to demand fair pay and working conditions, standardized practices across streaming business models, and other terms that will ensure the pipeline for new aspiring creatives remains open and viable for years to come. At this time, neither union is calling for a boycott of any television or film content. If you would like to support either or both unions, consider donating to strike funds, walking local picket lines, and using your social media platform to amplify messages delivered daily by union members and leaders. Links to official websites and more information can be found in the description box down below. Videos explaining both strikes and continual strike news can be found on Erica Vane TV. Now let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start with Jamal, cause that's my business. And look at him, look at how he looking. Y'all, I remember get your words together, girl. Get your words. I remember Vic Mensa looking immaculate. But why does he look so immaculate in this damn series? Jamal has gotten out of jail because of whatever little fake something, evidence, tampering, blase bloom, failure of the judicial system. So he got out off of this murder. And now he's coming back as big bro looking for his little sister Lene. And he decides to hit up Trig. He shows up at Trig's office. It's one of the first meetings that he has after winning city council, and he lets him know plain, like, I'm looking for my sister. I know that you know where she at. I need you to help me get in contact with her. But not on a ride up on him in a rah-rah kind of way, in a very like respectable, I respect you, sir. I know that you did everything that you could. And I appreciate you taking care of my sister while I was down bad and I got all my shit together. And guess what? On top of me having my shit together, I love the Lord now. So y'all should definitely let me see my sister. And I'm here for it. Like, by the end of the episode, we get to actually see them get together and be reunited. And it felt very organic and real. You could feel the love. Like, I think that there's really great brother-sister chemistry between Jamal and Lene. You know, we have been watching her, you know, really miss him and really struggle, but then ultimately assimilate into the new family that has adopted her and like found home within Kevin and his family, but she has still always wanted to be reunited with her brother. So to have this moment, it really felt a little surreal and it felt really dope. And then also he just looks how he looks. So I'm also very distracted. And before I can like finish talking about him, to talk about how he looks, y'all, Trig takes him by the little helping hand, whatever the hell Tracy's little nonprofit is, because I don't remember the name of it, y'all. I'm sorry I'm not doing my job in that regard. It don't even matter, because all that matters is his smooth ass velvety voice, that smooth ass skin, them deep brown eyes, and how he is like connecting in this very brief conversation. Trig is like, yo, you need to help out here to show that you really about that life and you didn't change your life and you gonna be of a positive influence. And Tracy's like, oh, wait a minute. And she's a little discombobulated, as we all would be. Like, if this gorgeous ass man was standing across from me, I think I would be discombobulated as well. Like, huh, sir, what you say? I can't hear. I don't think my ears work anymore. And that's fine, because I didn't need them anyway. This is not going to be a whole breakdown with me gushing over how good Vic Mensa look, but I had to take the time because I feel it in my spirit, y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I low-key feel like Tracy don't even deserve him, but y'all already know how I feel about her little confusing ass character any damn way. It's like, girl, stay on your purity journey, yo, trying to heal from Douda when you really love that man, and you just need to stay by yourself because you don't know what the hell to do with yourself, because you don't know what to do with a man like Jamal. You have no idea what to do with him. So don't even try to take this for a little ride, even though that's what they giving y'all. It was setting up like that. Like, why the fuck are y'all both looking at each other like this? And Tracy, you a cute girl and all, but don't mess him up. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't mess him up, and don't have him having to kill Douda. Even though it's going to take a Jamal, y'all. It's going to take a born-again gangster to come and put Douda in his place, because all the rest of y'all seem to be perfectly fine and or scared shitless to stop Douda from running amok. Now I'll be giving y'all predictions for towards the end of the damn season. But anyway, we will go ahead and move on. Jamal, we welcome you back, brother. Thank you for your service. Okay, on a more serious note, y'all, this episode we're really getting thrown into Tiff wanting her and Rob to take the bull by the horns and really set themselves up for financial independence and growth. They meet with Dante's weed provider, the little black man who's on a mission for black people to know exactly what they smoking and basically smoke weed organically and beautifully. Yeah, him. But they don't have no damn money to be able to start no infrastructure to start to grow their own plants. And he like, yo, I'll teach y'all. I don't have a problem with teaching y'all, but if I give you my money, then it will still be an extension of my business. Y'all want this to be y'all's business, which ultimately leads Rob to go and ask his mama for some money, because Rob don't have a bunch of money, but his damn mama and his family has a bunch of money. Enter the glorious, amazing, iconic, legendary Miss Lynn Whitfield, y'all. Lynn Whitfield enters the series playing Alicia, Rob's mom, who is hell-bent on getting revenge for the death of her older brother. His uncle was her older brother who took care of her, was more like a father to her. And it's interesting because we get so much in the very end scene, but not enough. Like, it just literally wets our palate a little bit, because we get to see, like, clearly this is mother and son. Clearly she cares about him, but you can see that she's a very strong persona. She's a very direct woman. She don't take no bullshit. You can tell it already. But she offers to not loan him the $50,000 that he's asking for. She offers to just give it to him in exchange for him doing some due diligence and trying to get to the bottom of who took his uncle's life. Now, when I say that it gives us a little information, but just literally teases us, is because Rob has this disposition of like, yes, this is his mama, but he's not super nurturing with her. And he also makes a comment of like, we ain't bonded just because we blood. It's like, wait a minute, there's a rift there. What has actually happened or transpired that made y'all blood to one another, but you basically operate your life without engaging with this person? And we get little tidbits of that at the beginning, because she talks about like, yo, when she first comes into the scene, when was the last time that you actually cut your hair? You had a proper haircut. So that alludes to the fact that she hasn't seen him or interacted with him in quite a while. So their dynamic to me is very, very interesting. It will also start to probably reveal how Rob got to the place that he's at to be such a chill, I ain't with the drama, I ain't a killer, but don't push me persona. Because if you got a boss mama who don't take no who's with the because she basically all but outlines like, you need to find out who killed my brother and you need to put his ass in the ground. Put their ass in the ground. Like, she said that without saying that. You don't just have that as a mama and then randomly be the nice, very passive guy. Like, that don't happen. Some traumatic had to have gone down to make you make a certain choice to turn away from your mama, turn away from your family, and yes, benefit from some of the things they offer financially, like you're living in one of the houses that she bought, but you keep your damn distance because you probably done seen some I told y'all in my episode 1 breakdown that Rob is going to be a very interesting, I think, breakout character this season. And we're going to see so much story enveloped and his backstory, but then also how things play out, because so many characters are tied to Douda, right? So like Rob, Douda is his supplier because Douda killed his uncle. That's another thing. Douda is a person that Rob is ultimately going to be looking for. He's going to start asking questions. And you know, Emmett's tied to Douda. Everybody's tied to damn Douda, and not necessarily in a positive way, but I think Rob is a character that's positioned as well. Like I said, Jamal could be somebody that ends Douda, but Rob is positioned to be able to be a good antagonist or hero to Douda's anti-hero, for sure. And it was interesting to me watching Rob and Tiffany navigate this episode. We get to see a little bit more into their relationship. I'm starting to wonder, like, what is it that Rob sees in Tiffany? Because she has that moment where she's like, you don't think you can ask your parents for money, your mama for money? Like, go get me some money. I'm just like, okay, girl, but then what do you bring to the table? Because Emmett just bought you this damn car. Like, you living off of him. Last season y'all had the whole issues of him buying you all this materialistic stuff and that didn't matter to you, but then now all of a sudden you like, he got to come up with all the money for y'all's business. And don't get me wrong, I am definitely for black women and soft life and black women being taken care of, but I don't know if I'm feeling Tiffany's like disposition, I guess. Not to try to tone police her, but I don't know if I like her attitude. I don't know if I'm picking up what she's putting down and enjoying that. Also in this episode, we get reintroduced to Dante, which I didn't expect. So shout out to Corey Hardrick, who's in this episode. And that's how we meet the guy who's actually growing all of the great organic weed that everybody needs to be smoking and not choking and coughing on. But maybe this was also part of it. Like Tiffany interacted with Dante and she's like, oh, we had a good run and there's still a little sexual chemistry there. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't trust Tiffany. Maybe it's not that I don't like her attitude. Maybe it's just that I don't trust her ass. That might be it. But you know who I do trust? Kiesha. Not Kiesha giving bomb wifey, like best partner, like get you together. And I low-key hate it because I want Emmett to walk into his manhood at some point and just really be able to stand 10 toes down and not need the woman by him to correct and align him and like put him back on the right track. But I also really enjoy them interacting. Like, you know, she talks about how they need to be able to talk. He needs to never walk out on her again because if he do, she gonna be gone. I love her setting clear, direct, open, and honest boundaries. In this episode, we get to see them go through the process of like looking for a house, which Emmett actually finds by way of Douda's help, and you know, in learning from before of not making no major damn decisions like buying his damn ex a car without consulting her and not buying a house without consulting her. He actually brings her over to the house and she likes it. I love that Kiesha is like, yo, let Douda know that whatever the hell he gives us for this house, it's just going to be a loan. My name needs to be on it. We about to do this thing. Like, I really love this for them. I feel like we're still walking into growth when it comes to both characters. It's just a little bit unfortunate that Keisha's character is the one that's like pushing the growth after she done been through so much. I kind of want her to be able to kick up her damn feet and just be able to live, but she got to take charge and she got to set rules and boundaries and this and that. And you know, sarah, because that is also very true to a lot of black women's experiences. Now, I mentioned that I don't know how well Maisha and Gemma's working relationship is going to actually work out, because Maisha and Kevin are still very much so pursuing whatever this romantic tickle interest is. They ain't putting no label on it, but he's showing up at the show and they getting all cuddly and Gemma's kind of walking in on her and them, and I think that is an alluding to like how she had a little like she ain't say nothing, but she had a little moment where you looked at her and it's like, wait, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? And it don't look like she would be cool with it. That is letting me know that there's probably going to be a problem. And then also to double down on that, in this episode, they're out shopping, talking about how, you know, Maisha wants more shows and Gemma needs to earn her keep as her manager, blah, blah, blah. And she stumbles upon a local rapper who's really popular who asks her to open up for her. So then it becomes a job, right? And Gemma goes out of her way to like get the green room set up, coordinate like contracts and expectations and riders and this and that, and does the damn thing like what a manager would do. But when they get to the end of the show, Maisha is concerned that Gemma took $200, which is definitely the 10% from the whole payday, as if the girl didn't do nothing. And then she's like, well, let me know, give me a heads up next time. She is your manager. Y'all agreed upon 10%. She don't need to let you know that she's going to take 10% of every gig that you damn do. So, like, both on Gemma's side in reference to, I don't know how Gemma's going to take the whole Kevin thing, but then also on Maisha's side, because she has a very delusional take on, like, how Gemma should be working for her, and when Gemma should and should not be getting paid, when she should be getting paid anytime your ass is getting paid, especially if she's coordinating all this stuff for you. And then also it's given that Maisha don't fully trust Gemma, because even in them talking about her opening up for the artist, she has 1 2-minute song, and the artist asked initially for her to do a 15-minute set. Gemma negotiated down and said she could do a 10-minute set, and she did that because she's like, girl, you only have 1 goddamn song, and you gonna need to make that stretch. Like, Maisha, you gonna need to trust your damn manager who knows you, who's giving up college for you, and you're her number 1 client. Like, you gonna trust her or not? And it's giving or not. Now, also what's playing out in the background in this episode, which we just get a tidbit at the top of it, is Shad and Deja, and he decides to set up his little throwback shop outside on the streets in the cold. And his throwback shop is him selling all his stuff. And I'm not laughing at this man trying to launch his business. It's just the way that he went about it. And then he has a chance to actually sell something, but he tries to be too greedy and ask for too much. And then the customer realizes that they can't actually use what they're about to try to buy from him. And he wound up talking himself out of a damn sale. It's beyond me. And at first, when he starts setting it up, it's like, it seems like Deja's not supportive of it. But then she's like basically just moving certain things around and helping it look a little bit better. And I'm like, okay, the girl is still standing 10 toes down. Which takes me back to the previous episode of, like, you're looking at pictures of whatever the hell her goddamn name is, because I don't remember the little trollop's name that's over there banging Gemma's daddy, but you got a woman who not only is housing you, feeding you, maybe clothing you as well, she's supporting the hell out of your damn dream. She's offering some constructive criticism, but at the end of the day, she's literally supporting you, allowing you to set up shop outside her damn house. And you're still considering cheating again with her? Some of you men are not well. I'm going to just say that. And I'm going to go ahead and move on. Because one of the most heartfelt moments and things that happen in this episode that I absolutely love is when we got to go to Papa's house and we see his father and his mother, and him and Bakari are sitting there and they're getting ready for dinner and they're going back and forth, and Papa being a little bit cheeky with his damn daddy, talking about he got to be the one to be able to call his parents out, and they're talking or whatever, and it seems like they're getting into it, and Bakari like, let me just go ahead and dip out. And Papa Daddy Stanley is like, no, you was in this family too. You gonna sit right here. And then he talks about how he wants his sons to be, and he likes sons with a plural. And Bakari has this moment of like, oh my God, is this my family? Like, y'all really want me? Like, is this for me? Who this for? And I love this for him. You really get to see, like, the actor who played Bakari did it brilliantly, because it's so much with no dialogue, but he's telling everything in his eyes and his mannerism and in his overall performance within the scene. And you get to see how their little family has like come together. But this also just adds so much weight to the moments where Douda decides to be a goddamn menace. And Bakari, like, for example, Douda visits the church, Stanley's church, and Bakari stays outside because he knows the bullshit that Douda is on. And this is damn near his daddy. For all intents and purposes, Stanley is his damn daddy, and you coming up in here to shake him down at his damn church and intimidate him and disrespect him, that's not going to damn work. So it's like, oh, Bakari is going to have to make a choice sooner rather than later. And I know he want this quick money. He want this big money. But I think that low key, his soul, his spirit wants a family, wants love, wants to belong a lot more. So we're going to have to see. And I think that's it, y'all. It was a really good episode. Tons of story development. So many freaking characters. This ensemble is really amazing. But the way they are able to weave all of these various stories that are taking place in Chicago is brilliant. And they're doing a really great job of it. Now, I should have the episode 3 breakdown up. So let's go ahead and go right on over to that.